Hi, I'm Hera. I got to go on the Christmas markets of Austria, Slovenia and Croatia, Bunnik short tour. I had such a great time. The tour is a little off season, so you really get to see the culture without the crowds. And the thing that really made this tour is the people. My group, the guides, we had two families on tour with young adult children. And I thought that was a bit unusual, but then as we went along, it really made sense. One mum said to me, I don't want any more stuff. I really want the experiences with the people who mean the most to me. The tour started in Austria and weaved its way down to Slovenia through Maribor, tasted wine at the world's oldest wine producing grapevine, to Ljubljana. The Christmas markets lined the old city streets. It was quite the party. We took a day to check out Lake Bled, the castle, the views, just stunning. There was also a really cool Gutenberg press demonstration at the top. And the market in Bled, I think, was my favorite Christmas markets of them all. It's just super small and quaint, lots of handmade stuff. And then we drive down to Croatia. We stopped to see the Postojna Caves. They were absolutely epic. My camera just could not capture how immense these caverns were. And they had baby dragons, these special species of salamander, and they live up to 100 years old. It was so cool. From the caves, we head towards the coast, and you can see the scenery really change from these tall pine trees to olives and palms, and the weather got distinctly warmer. Opatia was such a picturesque little coastal town, and the chocolate was divine. On the way to Split, we stop in Zadar, famous for its sea organ, built by a Croatian architect, Nikola Basic. And the town itself was as hypnotic as the music from the sea organ. It was just layers upon layers of history. And as our guide said to us, the city has gone through ancient empires like socks, as Romans, Byzantines, ancient medieval empires, the Yugoslavian conflicts, it all sort of left its mark on the town. Once we got into Split, the Christmas markets changed again.
The party atmosphere is awesome. Everybody's out, kids, parents, grandparents, everyone's catching up for a drink. Quite lovely. I'm enjoying myself.
In the morning, we take a deep dive into the history. We go into the underground of the city, getting lost in labyrinths, in narrow alleyways. We went to a personal olive oil tasting, which was such an integral and tasty part of the Croatian culture. But after Split, we move away inland to the Plitvice Lakes. I had seen the park so often in photos, but seeing the falls in real life was amazing, especially because it's not the height of summer. So the colours are a little more subtle. The vegetation is going into its dormant phase, but the water is just this brilliant turquoise. And because there's no crowds, you don't have to worry about getting knocked off the boardwalks. Then it was to our final city. Wow, what a note to end on. Zagreb was a little more grey and chilly compared to along the coast, but wow, did the atmosphere compensate. As our amazing tour director reminded us, this is why the Christmas markets are so special. They give a little bit of warmth and light to the dark and cold time of the year. As one of the biggest cities on tour, this is also the perfect spot for all your last-minute Christmas shopping. But the biggest surprise was the gingerbread experience. I don't want to give away too much, but it was an absolute blast. It was folk music, dancing, drinking, a little bit of gingerbread, just so much fun. I can absolutely highly recommend this tour. I had such a great time.